Hello and welcome to AlverianLegends, the epic high fantasy channel where we together discuss all things wondrous and magical about the mystical world of Aviria. If you liked today's video, don't forget to check out the Facebook and Instagram pages for weekly updates of the characters and lore. Drop a like on today's video, subscribe if you want to become a legendary liege, lord, or lady of the timeless and shadowy realms, and most importantly of all, don't forget to enjoy the show. My name is Lord Master Sire. Please sit back and relax while we discuss today's topic. Welcome, gallant gentlemen and loving ladies, to the new aspiring series Frenzied Folklore, the heartwarming series where we go over the humbling myths, ancient traditions, and heartening lore given reason behind such fervent defense of one's homeland among the warring lands of Aviria. From Ney'Vin's elaborate customs to Dourne's frozen tales, we'll go over it all and more, here and only here on the channel we build together. So, let's get right into the video. One of the oldest traditions to exist within the green fields of Lordfall, older than the foundations of Balor's Forge itself, the Autumn's Flame Festival. A time for joy, giving thanks for surviving another hellish year in a dark and dreary world full of terrifying dangers and legendary menaces around each and every corner, offering sacrifices to the just but vengeful goddesses, and celebrating yet another full and rich harvest, when good, hard-working, wholesome folk gather from all across the kingdom in goodwill and harmony around a roaring blaze built of the pillars of community. Food is shared by the barrels, and friendship is offered freely and openly throughout Lordfall. However, before even a single mug could be raised in celebration to such a heartwarming time of year, dozens of towns, hundreds of families, and thousands of lives will need to be put to the sword. An age before the rise of the Twin Kings, rampant lawlessness, profane debaucheries, and horrific towering mythical warriors of epic renown terrorized one of the first communities of mankind upon the feral fields of primordial Lordfall, that of the proud and tenacious Lordridrians within the blood-drenched valley of the Lordridrian lowlands. In times of wandering ancients and old legends, their well-known strength was no greater than that of a warlord of Zivmar, and because of it, evil wreaked havoc upon the people, while honor was but a mere dream. Upon one fateful chill day, near the very end of harvest season, a veiled serpent slid its way into the green fields, hidden amongst its verdant forest and veiled in duplicity. In droves, freemans journeyed from darkened Arwich Isles to the blood-drenched Razormaw Plains to share in the unsteady union and fellowship between Lordfall and Rufarin. In commemoration of the fruitful harvest and successful defense of their lands, the two people gathered around a great bonfire meant to symbolize the forging union and whose heights reached the heavens themselves. And before a great forest thought to be inhabited by children of the wild gods, to feast, then make merriment. Led by their two young and inexperienced leaders, Aurelius the Farmer and Thrussifel Fellman, Free Lord of Bardin. The two greatly differing and normally hostile leaders set aside their differences to embrace the joys of life, a sight unbeknownst to much of the world, let alone the Central Kingdoms. Enjoying more than enough of Lordridrian hospitality, the Free Lord and his most elite guardsmen prayed alongside their hosts, sang their cherished songs, but did not, as believed, thought, relinquish all their weapons. Standing before the masses while giving a grand speech of camaraderie amid the darkening times, Aurelius fell terribly sick, along with all his hosts. Delirious and drunk on poisoned wine and acidic fruits, the Lordridrians were little more than helpless babes before the slaughter. With everything at hand, the freemen hacked apart, filleted the flesh from the bone, then tossed what revolting piles of flesh remained into the blistering furnace with which blossomed with the heart of fellowship. From every calm hamlet, quiet town, and boisterous city, freelance Russafel's bloodthirst scarred the lands, for none remained able or wanting to fight against such terror and tyranny. Or so Russafel prayed. The smoldering remnants of the feast and its mutilated hosts were left to rot alongside a glowing red pit filled with the charred remnants of blackened bones, screams immortalized in the desecrated soil, and a pile of fiery ashes which reached the highest bough. Those few who survived returned in the morning light with dwindling hope and dragging their pride behind them. Some leapt from the cliffside after uncovering the loved one's possession carelessly tossed into a heap of half-burnt treasures. Others crawled to the edge of the blistering pit in foolish hopes where nothing save for mist might survive. But within the fiery pit of oblivion, and atop the ashes of his people, the unconquerable blaze of a righteous soul still did yet flicker. The Lordridrian leader, Aurelius the farmer, coated with the ashes of his fallen people, baptized in the scorching flames of betrayal, and purified within the righteous blaze of Valanox's wrath, emerged from the embers of the forge, divinely made whole and reborn, a whispered terror upon those who ever wronged the green fields and her children. Standing before the people, one word most sacred to the people echoed from the ashen woods: dragon. From that moment forth, Aurelius the farmer had died, and on that fateful night, with the rest of nearly all he ever knew, Aurelius the dragon came forth from myth and legend to lead the disheartened, frightened, and horribly outnumbered, but vengeful people. Believed to wield the first ever warblade, smithed from the swords of every fallen Lordridrian at the memorable atrocity, and spewing forth fiery fury the likes of which never before seen, the man and all those who fearlessly followed him. That remarkable and mythical day, the denizens of the Greenfield showed Alveria that no matter how badly you break them down, surrender is never an option, and that those who dare think that they might wrest control from the Greenfields from them, it'd be better to try to test the might and fury of the gods themselves. From the thundering rocky shores of the Dragonfire to the blistering chill of Iceflow River, they would have their seething vengeance fulfilled, covering the lands in the blood of every terrified freeman found cowardly hiding in backwater villages, frantically trying to set sail anywhere but the lowlands, and ruin the day they ever crossed the dragon. The last victim of the fiery crusade was that of the fiendish freelord who quickly challenged the man of the people to single combat. In the last moments of the epic, lengthy fight, the Russafel doused Aurelius in blistering oil, then kicked him into a fire. Lit by the righteous and just wrath of both the people and the gods, the great warblade, doused in flame, severed the freelord's head from his shoulders. In the last of his death throes, Russafel stabbed the heroic legend with a poisoned dagger, ensuring that Aurelius would join him in Ney'Vin. The honorable sacrifice inspired the teary-eyed masses gathered around, the people who he had sacrificed everything for, as they took upon the new war cry, for dragon. And with those fateful words, all his descendants thereafter would be known as Dragon, and their people Lordridrians, meaning conquerors of men and myths. From that moment forth to immortalize the single soul who refused to see his people's light extinguished. Although barely any Lordridrian within Lordfall can truly recall this legend, the heroic figure spoke of within, or rightly exactly what happened, the unforeseen effects the tale had upon the two peoples still last to this very day. Rafarin has never recovered from this brutal, unjust, barbaric war, and their people, their pride still left in tatters, while Lordfall, their fearsome reputation has ever grown by the day. Any freeman offering their trade, goodwill, or kindness, they should steer clear from Lordfall, for they are certainly to be met with bloodshed and ancient retribution. Rumoredly, tales of the exact true events and names have been either misplaced, destroyed in sorrowful fires, or entirely rewritten. What we've talked about is all that I could have dredged up from my travels across Alveria. However, as with all tales, they are meant to inspire, to build a brighter future. What tales remain are testament to this, for before the fabled founding of Valanor, before the secreted myths of Azora arose from obscurity, there was the legend of Aurelius, the dragon, whose fire burned brighter and fiercer than any before or after him. A true hero born of the green fields, made myths by adversity, and died inspiring an entire people. From this legend, the cherished Autumn's Flame Festival began, in recognition of the eternal flame which burns within every Lordridrian, the first true leader of the green fields, and the honest sentiment of fellowship behind the meaning of the occasion. They gather together in friendship and goodwill to celebrate overcoming overwhelming adversity, and also understanding what truly makes a king great. I hope you all enjoyed this video talking about the legendary lore behind Autumn's Flame Festival, a little of the origins of ancient Lordfall, and why the Lordridrians defend their homeland so fiercely. Be sure to watch the next video featuring the Dark Day! Listen to some other videos like the legendary and mystifyingly wondrous world of Aviria, or take a journey through the green fields yourself with regions of Lordfall. But if you're looking for something quicker, be sure to check out the short lore videos on the channel. I hope you all have an amazing day, night, whatever time it is you're watching the videos. Thanks for joining in on the discussion today talking about the fantastic world of Aviria. You have all been amazing, truly and honestly. I've been your host, Lore Master Sire. If you liked today's video and want to become a legendary liege lord or lady of the timeless and shadowy realms yourself, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Every little bit is appreciated. If you want to follow the Facebook page and Instagram pages, the links will be available in the description below. Please join me in the next video where we speak further about this rich and amazing fantasy world, its intriguing lore, and so much more.